I am here in Anaheim, California at the Reptile Super Show with my buddy Lucas. And Lucas, what's your goal today?
I want to find the most colorful, coolest pet here at the whole expo. That's my goal.
We are going to shop around. We're going to head through this incredible, gigantic event, the largest reptile event in the whole world, and find Lucas his new best friend. So let's get going.
This is my size of animal. Look how big these guys are.
Would you do a beaded lizard, Lucas? You know they're venomous, right?
Venomous, I like to live dangerously just like this guy does. So I'm not opposed to that.
Well, he was just saying some guy just died from one recently.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty bad. Their venom is similar to a bee's venom, except highly
it
concentrated.
through the teeth in like multiple places.
Yep. But yeah, it can stop your heart. It can kill you. They can be pretty gnarly. But you handle them a lot. You handle them with gloves. They chill out, and then they get used to it.
I don't know if I have the space for it. Small one-bedroom apartment. This guy needs like his own room. So
yeah,
we might have to keep looking.
They're pretty awesome.
Very cool though.
All right, Lucas, well, you're looking for colorful. These newts are pretty colorful. What do you think?
Those guys are cool. They're a little too tiny. I mean, I'm a big guy. Like this guy is like smaller than the size of my index finger. Super cute. Might be great to like watch in the house. Probably fit my house pretty well, but I want something you can kind of handle a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe crawl around on your hand.
All right, so we got to keep looking. We got to keep looking.
Look at these little guys, little milk frogs. If these guys didn't keep me awake outside my house, I would consider one. Super cute, amazing animals. Really striped, colorful. I don't know, that'd be a pretty cool one. I might think about that. I might come back to the frogs.
All right, Lucas, this is a Gidgee skink here from Australia with that armored tail.
Dude, look at that pokey tail.
You're kind of a prickly guy. I've known you a very long time.
I'm like, I have thorns.
What I mean is he's a prick. But
he's not wrong.
It does seem like an appropriate pet for you. What do you think?
Dude, amazing camouflage. This tail, I'm definitely prone to injury. So that I might be a liability around this guy, but super freaking cool.
Look at how cool these guys are, though. Take a look at this guy here. Look at this tail. Look at the spikiness of them and the alertness. One of the reasons I love skinks so much is look at the alertness in their eyes and the way that they sort of take in everything. A lot of lizards can be kind of dopey, like iguanas can be kind of dopey, not skinks. Skinks are always sort of one step ahead. Really, really neat. This isn't your one, though?
I don't know, maybe a little more color, a little less danger in this case. Looking for a big animal for a big guy. These snakes are pretty big. This would wrap around me pretty nicely. Look at this guy, holy cow. The red on that thing, Red Bull, Kingsville, Texas. That's a cool looking snake. Good Lord. Dude, we got some like murdered out snakes over here.
Oh, let's go.
They're just like pitch black. It's like the blackest snake I've ever
I can
seen.
see you liking that. Oh wow, they're fully black mangrove snakes. That's cool.
Black paint, black rims.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. I mean, I came here looking for something colorful, but this thing is pretty freaking sleek. That's badass.
But they are venomous. Mildly in rear fang, but they are venomous.
I can take a mild amount of danger.
Man?
Like a little bit of danger we're okay with.
Thank you. All right, he says, can he hold one of the mangrove snakes? Would that be okay?
It's all right.
All right, let's see it, tough guy.
Look at this guy. This guy's so cool. I was a snake guy when I was a kid too, so I've had snakes before.
Coming back around.
I've never had a black snake. Perfect.
Oh, look at that guy.
Who's gonna place? Oh, he's super light too. I didn't realize how lightweight.
Yeah, they're arboreal, so heavyweight wouldn't work too well.
Look at that freaking
Watch your
thing.
thumbs.
That's a morph, right? The fully black is a morph thing?
It's from Sulawesi.
Okay.
They start out with all these multicolored bands like the baby.
Yeah.
And then they all just end up jet black.
Oh, interesting. That's really cool.
This guy's just ready for action. He looks
Give him a little finger. Give him a little.
You can give him. No, you can give him the finger. I am keeping my fingers wet. Like these look like big, juicy. What are they? Mice? Typically, like typical lizard diet, or
Birds.
okay.
Chicks, stuff like that.
Yeah, this is not food, so we're gonna keep the thumbs away here. This thing is super badass.
He's beautiful.
Super cool.
All right, is that it? You going for it?
I think we got a lot more to see today, but definitely gonna put this on the list.
At 6'10", Lucas is always easy to spot in a crowd. You can always see if you've lost him somewhere. He's the guy that stands above everybody else picking out the thing, but it sucks to film next to him because I look like Tom Cruise. I need the little box. Yes, buddy, let's go.
Oh, Jackson's. Dude, look at those horns.
That's
Super
pretty
green.
dinosaur-y.
Oh, the cute little hands. Oh my gosh, I'm melting.
I wore my chameleon
Look at those
shirt
little
today.
hands. The way he grabs onto you it's pure magic. The fact that this just exists in nature, mind-blowing. He's kind of standing up. So he's kind of frozen. He's a little skeptical.
Put your fingers out so it's something to
Like
grab.
branches.
Like branches.
Fingers out like branches.
There you go.
There we go.
go.
Nice. This
Good.
is a fun animal to hold. Those hands just gripping, super tame. Look how chill he is. Rhodes, what do you think about chameleons? Do you think this is something we should look after? Should we go find some cool chameleons? I think we should find some cool chameleons. I think so.
But first, we saw someone holding one of the coolest geckos in the entire world that I just had to try and convince Lucas to get. What's this, Rhodey? Look back here. Look, Leachianus gecko. Look at that guy.
Dude.
Feel how
this
velvety
guy's
he is too.
That feels amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Dude, he's like a living little ball of moss.
Giant piece of velvet.
Now, this guy would be hard to find in the wild, I'm sure.
Yes. And they were only discovered relatively recently, like it was
Really?
like 40 years ago or something like that. Until then, they were only whispers of them. And allegedly, there's a bigger species of gecko out there that hasn't been found.
This guy is so, I can't tell you how soft this guy is.
Like velvet,
That is
right?
very pleasing to hold. Look
Isn't
at
that
him,
nice?
just-
How sticky
he's such
and
a
soft he
chiller.
is. Thank you so much for showing us. Look what I see up on that stick up there. Oh, Lucas, what
He's
do you think?
way up high.
Uh-oh.
Dude, I think we're in the right department. Look how colorful that guy is.
He's very colorful.
Look, he's sitting way up high just like I do. Look at him on his perch up there. That's insane. We're gonna take a look at these guys over here.
Dude, look at
guy's
that guy.
Amazing.
That's insane.
You have to buy that.
I have to.
You
buy
have
it.
to,
Dude,
Lucas.
Rose said it. I have to buy this guy. That is a really freaking cool. He's got the blues, he's got the reds, he's got the greens.
It sounds like we've landed on at least the reptile of choice, maybe not the individual. Your eyes lit up when we got to chameleons.
I mean, you know that like butterfly feeling when you're going on a first date and it all works out? That's like kind of what I'm feeling here.
Just wait. All right, it's
Especially
gonna be a
this guy. This
chameleon.
guy's awesome.
It's gonna be a chameleon.
I think we're gonna get a couple out of the cage, actually see them on
Oh,
the
there
hand,
you
see
go.
the
That's a good
temperament.
call.
Because temperament matters, right? If I get one that's just a
Absolutely.
little, I don't know if I want to.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I want to take him home. Now, can you tell me a little bit about this guy?
It comes from one of my favorite breeders who's produced like some just amazing offspring.
Can we get this guy out? I'll let
Yeah.
you guys. Dude, this guy's motoring too.
He sees the high ground.
Yeah, he's like, I need to get to the top, way up here. Look at that reach.
So Lucas, I'll give you just my commentary on it. Blue is the rarest color in nature. I don't know if you know that or not. Not to say that you go for whatever you like. You can always get red plants, you can always get green plants. Blue is the only color that doesn't exist as commonly in nature.
Well, she looks like she's grabbing something a little bit different right here. A little bit different. Let's see what she's grabbing. Oh, he's firing up a bit.
Getting a little peeved at my face right
So
now.
why is he getting puffy
Oh,
like
look
that?
at that.
Lipstick. Like, yeah, he doesn't.
Oh,
The red
he doesn't
lipstick.
like your shirt. Wow.
Like, that's my color,
Defensive,
not yours.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, that one's got some depth to it
yeah,
too.
for sure.
This guy is gonna be near the top. We'll see. A little bit of a different flavor here. Wow.
That's the one
That
for me because I like
insane.
blue, but you know everybody's got their preference. But that color to me, it doesn't have that pop factor of the red and the orange, but just that deep blue I think is because it's the rarest color in nature. So it's like when you see blue like that, it's
It
just
is.
so exciting.
Yeah,
Look at those eyes. Can you get a close up of those? Look at the color on the eyes. A little bit of red and blue.
He's the
Look at those
last offspring
stripes.
from that sire that I'll ever have.
Okay.
Now,
So this is a special one.
All right, let's get a little side by side going though. So we got our guy who's very red and green here with his blue, and then your deep blue and green. What's reaching out to you?
Man, they're both amazing animals. Now, in one hand, we have some incredible colors. You have almost every color you can imagine. This guy seems to be a little more chill. He's a little bit older.
Yeah.
He's kind of just hanging out, very self-aware.
I was gonna say more self-confident. that
Very
guy.
much
Yeah.
so. And I got blue on today. I don't know if that was foreshadowing anything. I'm really enjoying holding this guy here. This guy just seems
Very
like
gorgeous. While Lucas was busy making his final decision, I snuck off to go and check out some of my favorite animals that I was yet to see. All right, so found my favorite area here, which is the freshwater turtles. It's the thing I have the most of at home and the thing that I enjoy the most. Some really unique stuff here. So Lysemes, which is the Indian flapshell, which I actually have one at home, and I think I showed off during my home tour, but really, really cool. Got to keep them by themselves. They can be aggressive. And then two different types of Indian roof turtles here, which are unbelievable. Like, look at the coloration on these guys. This is a spectacular creature. So always good to see these guys. They know what they're doing. They have some exceptional animals, and I love turtles. I like turtles. I just think they're the coolest animal ever. Well, the one instruction was definitely don't come home with any more animals, and now we're coming home with a Florida softshell turtle.
Get a phone call.
No, you're okay, because the deal was, you got him? The deal was, as long as we're not building any more enclosures. So he can go very comfortably into the hatchling tank, which is pretty empty right now. So we're okay. We're not in trouble. Well, maybe. We'll see.
Dad, you're
I'm in trouble. You're in trouble. You picked him out. Rhodes, look at this guy. Look at that. Look at that. How cool is that, dude? So do you know what they use those big horns for?
what?
To flip each other over when they're fighting.
I don't
Isn't
know.
that, you know that? Put your hand flat. You've seen it in a show. What show? Not one of Dad's shows.
No, it's a nature show.
Oh, a better show. That's super neat, though. It's pretty cool. You never really know what you're going to see at these reptile shows because obviously not a reptile, but I've never got to hold one of these guys before, so that's really neat. There you go. Look at these giant crabs.
Wow.
Wow, right? I've seen these guys. Actually, I've eaten these guys. We even have a clip on one of our shows, Caribbean Monk Seal, where we caught and ate some of these guys. So this is cool. Talk about something unique at the reptile show, huh? Pretty mellow or not? They're pretty mellow? Yeah, that's cool. That's fun, man. Yeah, I got it. Super cool. Want to touch him, buddy?
Without doing that, it's
No. That's a really bad place to touch. Just be smart and just touch his shell. There you go. There you go. Interesting. Super cool, man. Well, thank you for showing me.
Yeah.
All right, so we have pretty much toured the entire rest of the reptile show, and I think Lucas has been stuck over here at the chameleon booth the whole time. So it's time to see whether or not he's actually selected an animal. And little does Lucas know, once he's picked up his new animal, Zoomed and I have a special surprise for him and his new friend. All right, have you picked, Lucas?
We have settled, and I came here looking for the coolest, most colorful animal.
Yep.
Something that's chill and gonna go really well in my home, and this is the guy.
So we've settled on a
We settled.
chameleon. It's done. Can I see him? Do you mind?
Yeah.
All right, so these beautiful chameleons here from Kammerflage Kreations. This is a juvenile, so he's what, 3-4 months old?
3 months old.
3 months old, and you can see how much color this animal has. Lucas, this guy's gonna grow to be a flagship of color.
He's gonna blow your shirt out of the water.
What?
I mean, like,
How fortuitous is that I wore my chameleon shirt and you decided to get a chameleon today?
I think we're in for a real treat with
Yeah,
this guy.
for sure.
He's stunning.
Yeah.
Well, I think you picked well, dude, but here's the thing. You're settling up on your transaction with this chameleon. He still needs a home.
Yeah, I can't put him on the pillow next to me, so I think we need to go get an enclosure set up.
All right, so why don't you square up with that and we'll go find and build him his own tank now.
Come here, buddy.
All right, dude, well, you picked out an insanely beautiful chameleon. I'm stoked for you, but are you gonna keep him in there?
I don't think this is a proper home for him, honestly. So let's get him set up.
I don't think so either. And luckily, Jack here is a good buddy of mine. What's up, pal?
How's it going?
And I touched base with him. Jack, this is Lucas.
Nice to meet you. Jack, nice to meet you.
And so you know that we came here today, and I told you this morning that we're gonna pick up a new animal, and you're gonna help us with a build.
You
right?
did.
So Lucas, I got a little surprise for you. Jack here at Zoomed, these guys are the best. They've been supporting me with my animals for many, many years, which I love. He's gonna set you up with a fully custom rig, and we're gonna build it right here in the
No
show.
way.
Let's
Yep.
freaking do it,
Dude,
dude.
I'm stoked, and this guy's gonna be stoked even more.
All right, guys. So this right here is our double door Repti Breeze. This is a 36 by 18.
This is for
36.
Lucas?
This is for Lucas.
Dude, this thing's huge. Look at this thing.
I already got started. I put the substrate in there. Got a bunch of materials for you guys to use. Some plants, some lights,
Sick.
some equipment. It'll be cool.
Let's scape it.
Let's do it. I guess the first order of business, it's probably good to start with your wood. Panther chameleons are kind of bush and tree specialists, right? So they're gripping onto kind of small circumference branches. So we got a lot of stuff laid out here for you to choose from.
It's like a great centerpiece. Oh, there we go. So that's living plant, right?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
a live plant in one of our court grounds.
And we gotta have live plant 'cause it's healthy, right? It's a good place for the bugs to hide, good place for the chameleon to hide.
I found with panthers and chameleons in general, you kind of got to match like the branch circumference to like the size of their hands almost.
Sure.
So when he's small like that, you almost want to put the smaller branches kind of higher up where he can bask.
Spines are perfect for them to climb on, right?
Exactly, especially for his size too. He'll love climbing all over these.
What a crazy looking thing. Oh, this is coming together quick. That went from being a box to being a home in no time. So you guys make all of these things, right?
Yep.
Yep. All your products.
Yes, so this stuff right here, this is our tolawa wood, our mangrove root.
Okay.
This is gonna be our cork branches. And then we have a ton of these, they're supposed to mimic epiphytic plants. You can kind of shove them into wherever you want and they'll look great. So now that we got the build done, we can kind of transition to more like the equipment and the life support systems for this enclosure. So the
Yeah.
first thing we're gonna do This is our Reptifogger. Fogging provides what we call humidity, the amount of moisture in the air. Panther chameleons come from Madagascar. It's super humid over there. It's tropical jungle, so we want to mimic that even in the air.
That makes sense. That makes total sense. Okay, great. So this looks super convenient. You just turn
Exactly.
it on
Just
and
plug it
goes.
in, turn it on, and
Oh,
bam.
look at that. Now all we need is some strobe lights in there.
Well, speaking of lighting, we can get into lighting next. So this is our new ReptiSun LED. The cool thing about this guy is that this thing's super bright, and it actually comes with a controller. And what you can do with the controller is set up your sunset and sunrise. So you can actually have it ramp over the course of 90 minutes if you wanted to, like a slow, gradual buildup in light, just like the sun coming up.
Wait, that's the whole light, this tiny little bar?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so low profile. My lights are like this tall. That's old school.
So you can customize your ramp up and your ramp down over the course of a 30 to 90 minute period. This pretty much is for the day cycle, to mimic that day cycle, as well as to provide the plants some good lighting. This will really help those plants grow. So this next bit of equipment, this is our ReptiSun T5 UVB fixture. UVB is super important for reptile growth, or reptile bone growth especially. And what UVB does, it allows the reptiles to synthesize D3. And D3 will help with the conversion of calcium to bone growth, essentially. So without this bulb, what ends up happening is that the animals can't use calcium to further strengthen their bones and grow. So they end up coming out a little wonky sometimes.
Get deformed, they get skinny
exactly.
looking, their eyes get sunken in, the whole thing.
Not good stuff. So it's really important to provide this. It'll let them get closer if they want more UVB, or farther way down if they want less UVB, and modulate their UVB exposure in a really natural way by providing it over the whole enclosure on that nice tall enclosure. All right, now the last bit of lighting that we're gonna give to the chameleon is a basking bulb. So these guys are diurnal. They'll go out into the sunlight and soak up those sun rays, but they're also going out there to soak up the heat to kind of help with metabolism and all that. So it's really important to provide a basking spot lamp, so a place in the enclosure that they can go to get that heat if they so desire. So we're just gonna put this guy on one side of the enclosure.
Oh, really simple.
Yeah, super easy. And this right side then is gonna be the warm zone. So if the chameleon wants to get a little bit warmer, say he just had a meal or something to go digest, he'll kind of go over to this right side of the enclosure.
Sweet, and that's it?
That's it.
So you don't need anything else?
Nope.
I thought that was gonna take like 2 hours when you're like, oh, we'll build a tank for you at the show. This took like 10 minutes. I'm shocked. Look at how cool this looks with
really
like
good.
the fog dripping over the sticks. And I mean, it looks like a jungle in Madagascar.
It does. Should we grab the guy and see if he likes it?
We're done. Do you want to put the chameleon in with Lucas? Go get him. Go
go
with
get him.
Go with
Okay, you
Lucas
can
and get
grab
him.
Where you going?
Thanks, buddy.
Oh,
All right, here's my guy. Let's take my new little buddy. Let's see how he likes this thing.
So yeah, Lucas, this is all for you. We hope you
Dude,
enjoy
no
it.
way.
We hope you enjoy being a new chameleon owner. I hope you get it unpacked and loaded in the car.
Dude, thank you so much.
Of course.
I really appreciate all
Yeah,
your
man.
help. I'm so stoked.